What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is UnrealStudioEnt Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. We are officially in the final month of 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, New Year's is right around the corner. Christmas is literally about 3 weeks away. Holy shit, what a Black Friday we had. What a week it has been. Literally, guys, these are going to be the final 3.5 weeks. New Year's Day is on a Thursday, I believe, whereas opposed to New Year's Eve is on a Wednesday. So all I have to say to that is, for those of you out there who remember watching my previous 2013 New Year's Eve video, I will be doing the same thing this year. Everybody is going to be chaotic. So I really can't believe that the entire year has just passed by relatively so quickly. We've had new Dragon Ball Z information. We've had so many movie updates. We've had a lot of things happen, and the weather has just been derping out as of just... the level of derpiness behind the weather has just been unreal, literally, no pun intended for that. And I'm actually going to Canada on the 21st to wrestle and whatnot, a whole bunch of stuff happening. So in advance, everybody, I just want to say I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. If you're Jewish, I hope you have a wonderful Jewish holiday season. I hope, if you guys are Christian, of course, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. Anybody and everybody who's celebrating New Year's, I really hope you guys are going to go on ahead and just enjoy that, because these are going to be the last 4 fan mails before we go into the new year, 2015. And let's just say it's going to be a very, very great year. I really hope you guys stay humble and, just make sure you're careful out there when you're going on the road, because the weather has just been meh. But before we get into the questions, everybody, I just want to say one thing. Please, for the final weeks coming up, I really hope you guys send in your fan mail via video. Please send me your videos on Facebook, or on, just paste the actual links in the comment section below. Send your videos in fan mail format in terms of video. Send it to me in video format. I want to be able to showcase it, and I want to be able to do a lot more with that, guys. I want to be able to broadcast you and just interact with you a little better. So if you're unable to do that, that's fine. But it would be mainly much more appreciative if you guys go on ahead and do that. And before we get into everything else, I hope you guys take a minute to go on ahead and check out my second channel at UnrealEnt Network, everybody. As I always said, that channel is absolutely awesome. It offers a lot of alternative stuff, such as debates and walkthroughs and let's plays for Dragon Ball Z, a whole bunch of great what-if battles you guys won't find on here, thoughts and opinions on comic books and stuff like that, the whole shebang. So I really hope you guys take a minute to go on ahead and just check that out. The link will be in the description below at UnrealEnt Network. So everybody, let's begin our very first fan mail of the week question for December, and it is from...
Hey Alex, it's me again, and yeah, I'm gonna do a fan mail of the week video for you. Hopefully you get this week, and hopefully you put this on your fan mail of the week video. And yeah. Anywho, let's get this shit started. Oh boy, I need to get off. Before I get down to the questions, I need to get off of this. I need to get off of my chest on this thing. It's bugging the shit out of me all damn day, Alex. I know you're very busy. I get it. And I know you're kind of looking out for my channel, like you're kind of helping it. But you don't really need to. Alex... I'm not trying to piss you off. I'm not trying to piss you off. It's just... I feel that it's kind of unnecessary. I feel that it's just... I will say, okay, I'll take it, but it's unnecessary. It's not needed, because here's the thing. I'm getting 2 headsets already, and they both coming with mics. So I don't know what's the problem. Yeah, they're gonna be good, and I'm gonna say this: they're both good. I had them before, and I wore them before. It's just you don't need to do something for me that I can do on my own. And please tell me how my mic sucks. Please tell me that. I would really, really like to know. Yeah. Anywho, let's get down to the questions now. Yeah. Question number 1. What do you think on the Amazing Spider-Man series? Did you see Amazing Spider-Man 2, and why the fuck did you not review it? If you haven't, I'm gonna say this now. It is the best Spider-Man movie to date. It is really that good. I have one small problem, but overall, it's really accurate to Spider-Man as a character. Like when you see, aren't you, the guy who plays Spider-Man, he's more like Spider-Man, and I think you'll like the chemistry between Gwen and Peter, and it's pretty much like the comics, and I think you'll like it. But if you don't like it, please tell me why. I would like to hear it. Maybe we can try to talk about that. And what do you want to see in the Amazing Spider-Man series? Now, I know you want to see Venom. I know you want to see Carnage. But those characters will happen eventually. But we got some other characters that I think that are far more better than Venom and Carnage. Like Kraven, Mysterio, Hobgoblin. I mean, we can do other villains. We can do other characters. I'd like to see other villains that haven't got the treatment yet. You know, we barely see Rhino. We barely see a little bit of other characters, but it's just, I want to see other villains, and I really think that should happen. So, and oh, by the way, would you like to see the black suit in Amazing Spider-Man 3? I have a feeling that it will happen, but that's just me. Question number 2. Where do you feel on where do you feel on Resident Evil, on the whole TV series, be connected by the movies? Oh boy, I could smell that rage right now. Woo! Yeah, it has been confirmed that the Resident Evil, the TV series, will be connected by the movies. That's so I heard. I could be fucking wrong. But if it's true, fuck. But, oh well, whatever. At least we got the games. Question number 3? Yeah, question number 3. Or actually, no, I think it's question number 4. Fuck it, I'll just do it. Question number 3. I want to know, what do you think on the whole DC movies lineup? The new DC, the 10 DC movies that are coming to 2016 all the way up to 2020. How do you feel? For me, I'm like, finally they're making a move right now. Finally we get a phase 1. It's like Aquaman, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Flash, not Green Arrow. Fuck, getting mixed up with Green Arrow and Green Lantern. A new Green Lantern, an Aquaman, a movie of the Flash movie. But I'm crossing my fingers that it's not Barry Allen, because there's a TV series going on right now, and I'm crossing my fingers that doesn't get canceled. But whatever. So anywho, another thing that I want to know is, how do you feel about it? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is a really good idea to do their cinematic universe? Because for me, I really, really hope so. I really hope that the whole DC cinematic universe does a good job, and they're right next to Marvel. That they're both right next to each other. Like, yeah, we're at the big top. It's just, Oh man, I really, really hope it works out. I really do, because I'm crossing my fingers that Batman vs Superman is an amazing film, great story, and yeah. Question number 4 is pretty much, what do you think on, Captain America 3 might have the Civil War? If you didn't know, which I bet you already know about this, but Iron Man is gonna be in Avengers. No, he's gonna be in Captain America 3, and apparently he's gonna retire. He's gonna come out of retirement to support the Registration Act, and this is gonna do the whole Civil War storyline. And if that is true, then go for it. But I don't want to see Captain America be the bad guy, because in Civil War, it was two sides. Iron Man was the good guy, Captain America was the bad guy. That is a core fact, because what happens in the end of the comic, Captain America realizes that he was wrong fighting Iron Man, and he was wrong fighting the Registration. That Tony Stark was right, and yeah. And it just destroys his character to me, and yeah, I don't want to talk about that much about it. Eventually I'll do reviews on it, but anywho, let's get down to the other questions. Question number 5 is, this is the final question. What do you think on what do you think the new what did you see? I want to ask you something. Did you see Justice League War? Because I really hope so. Because if you saw Justice League War, tell me what you thought about that movie. I really like to know. But anywho, that's all for now. I'm sorry I couldn't get any Halloween questions. I couldn't think of any good ones. So, yeah. Hopefully I hope to God you don't get I really, really don't want the mic, but if you insist upon getting it, oh God, here we go. I'll have to try to talk to my family into it, but I guess you have to talk to them as well. Anywho, I'm done. I'm signing off. I'll see you next time, Alex. Hopefully you call me up and we can discuss a lot of things together. Soon, really soon.
Edgar, sometimes I just want to punch you in the back of your head so I can watch your glasses fly into the wall and create a giant crater for me to throw you through. Damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was my good friend Edgar. You're going to be seeing a lot from him in the upcoming weeks in terms of comic book related things and whatnot. So, just to specify on the whole mic situation, guys, I wanted to get him a new mic because every time we did podcast or every time I spoke to him, his mic was always sounded like it what crap because it sucked Nick. So like that's exactly how he sounded like. And normally sometimes he would sound like this, and I didn't understand what the hell he was talking about. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna get you a new mic because I feel like you deserve one. So if you insist you're gonna get a new mic, that's fine, dude. But I mean, you brought up some very interesting things. Now, to answer your first question, I did not see The Amazing Spider-Man 2 because I heard it was crap. I heard it was crap because the Sinister Six, they were referenced and they were, included and whatnot. But I heard the enemies weren't really worth going to go see. I heard the Goblin was pretty much crap. I heard Rhino was crap. The only thing I heard that was good was Electro. I mean, Electro did do his job, but I mean, I'm not trying to say that the entire movie sucked. I'm just trying to say that I heard that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not as good as Amazing Spider-Man 1. Of course, I would like to see, Hobgoblin. Of course, I would like to see other enemies. I would love to see the 6-armed, multi-legged Spider-Man. But for me, I grew up watching the cartoon show, and I just loved Carnage. I love Carnage so much. I love Venom so much. So that's why I would like to see those characters because, I mean, they bring a sense of fear. They bring a sense of, Carnage, no pun intended to Carnage, they bring a sense of, hopelessness to the actual series. It's like, how is Spider-Man supposed to combat Carnage, a crazed, schizophrenic psychopath who pretty much wields the power to do anything with his suit? And then you have Venom, who, just a crazed individual who just wants Spider-Man's blood, Very, very interesting story. And of course, having Venom collide with Carnage. Now, I was reading somewhere, well, multiple places, that they're going to make a Venom standalone movie, and it's going to be entitled Venom Carnage. Now, it makes sense, Now, of course, if they make a movie called Venom Carnage, of course, I'm thinking that they're going to have Carnage in it and possibly fight Venom. And going back to the black suit, yes, I would love to see the black suit Spider-Man. I thought that was extremely awesome. But for me, some of the things that I want to see in the Amazing Spider-Man 3 are, of course, the Sinister Six. I would love to see Venom, Carnage. I would love to see, Hobgoblin. I would like to see the multi-legged Spider-Man. Of course, are we gonna get that in Amazing Spider-Man 3? Probably not. But I do feel as if Amazing Spider-Man 2 just gave off a really weird vibe. I heard X-Men was a lot better than that. I heard many things. Am I willing to watch Amazing Spider-Man? Probably either I don't know, tomorrow or something. I might give it a shot. But I haven't seen it, so I can't really give you my full synopsis. I seen the first movie, and the first one was amazing. So, in terms of the Spider-Man series, of course, yes, this guy who plays Spider-Man plays a much better role than, Tobey Maguire, and it's a much better overall feel of who Spider-Man is. So I feel as if, Spider-Man, in an essence, it's been kicking off very well, and I'm actually pleased for the series. I just feel like the only thing we're missing are Carnage and Venom. To answer your second question, I am fucking pissed. Okay, they're gonna make a Resident Evil TV series for what? For what? And they're gonna go based off of the crappy ass movies? Are you kidding me right now? The movies are crap. The movies are utter crap. They have nothing to do with the game. And of course, when the Resident Evil TV series comes out, they're gonna try to be like Walking Dead. And you know what? There is no other television show on TV that can be like Walking Dead. I mean, you have crappy ass Z Nation on Sci-Fi. I mean, really, this is just gonna end up in one giant clusterfuck of a fail. Resident Evil TV show based off of what? Fucking Alice, the mechanized warrior ninja from space who's able to destroy zombies, makes no fucking sense at all. Where's Barry? Where's Chris? Where's Leon? Where's Jill? Where's Claire? Where's Rebecca? Where the hell is everybody? Nobody's fucking found. It's just Alice, and it's gonna suck because it's not gonna have anything to do with the game. It's gonna be based off of the crappy ass movie, and you know what? The crappy ass movie is just gonna deliver a crappy ass fucking story of everything. I am not looking forward to this. I am a diehard Resident Evil fan. And now they announced, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get that game because that game looks absolutely amazing. But the movies suck. The movies suck with freaking I forgot the fucking director's name. Paul W.S. Anderson. There you go. Paul W.S. Anderson directing the movies, and he ruined it. And Mila Jovovich ruined Resident Evil for me. They all ruined Resident Evil. I mean, Paul W.S. Anderson needs to relinquish the rights for Resident Evil and let someone make the series how it's supposed to be. Not based off of what they're doing now. And of course, we have the final movie coming out next year, which I'm waiting to see how bad it's gonna be. That's exactly what I'm fucking waiting on. It's just terrible, man. I am not looking forward to that whatsoever, bro. God. To answer your third question, thoughts on the Marvel DC movie lineup, of course, we have, like you said, I'm very excited about the Suicide Squad. I heard the Justice League 2 is going to drop in 2019. I heard the first Justice League movie is supposed to drop in 2017. I heard that Aquaman's supposed to be around 2017 as well. I heard that they're going to make a Vision movie. I heard that they're going to make a Planet Hulk movie. All these movies, and you know what? You're wrong, because these movies are going to extend farther out than 2020. From what I was reading at, it's going to start from 2015 all the way until 2024. So 2024 is it's 10 years. They have 10 years worth of movie lineups, and some of these movie lineups they haven't even detailed yet. So Lord only knows how exactly they're gonna play off with all these movies coming out, with the Justice League and a standalone Batman movie, another Superman movie and whatnot. Possibly have the Justice League Fight for Atlantis, based off of the comic book. I forgot what it was. They could do so much. The sky is the limit for Hollywood at this point, right? And for me, I'm so excited to see what they're gonna bring to the table, because they are going to be, massive competition for Marvel, because everybody thinks, Marvel's going to be on top of its game, but once, DC starts producing, it's going to be a clash, The one film that I'm really looking forward to at the end of this whole ordeal is the Justice League versus the Avengers. I think that'll be the be-all, end-all of movies for the comic book realm. Having Thor versus Superman, having, Iron Man versus Batman, having Aquaman collide with, whatever, like stuff like that would be amazing. So I would love to see that. Of course, I'm looking forward to the Justice League movie, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and stuff like that. It's an origins film. Like, I feel as if, things like that are meant to be. So I'm very excited about it, to be honest. But is it going to be better than Marvel? Probably not. I'm a Marvel guy. I'm sorry, Edgar. To answer your fourth question, thoughts on Captain America 3 Civil War? Yes, I agree. I really hope that it happens, because this is how I envision it going down. I think Iron Man should be the bad guy. Yes, I said Iron Man because, like you said, it makes no sense to have Captain America as being the bad guy. But why not have Tony Stark be the bad guy? Tony Stark's trying to make everybody register, especially after what happened with Ultron and stuff like that. Iron Man's like, we can't afford to have this anymore. We have to have the government keep watch just in case, shit like this happens again. We can't afford to lose that many people and stuff like that. And Captain America's like, no, it goes against the Constitution. It goes against, our rights as, beings and stuff like that. So I feel as if, Iron Man should be kind of like the villain, because he would portray as a very formidable foe to Captain America. Of course, they don't have to kill each other. I mean, they can resolve in like a really decent matter. But I feel as if, Captain America and Iron Man collided. That right there would just sell the box office in and of itself. So I would love to see that. I would really love to see Captain America 3 Civil War. And then just from there, we just see what happens. Obviously they're gonna make an Avengers 3 with Thanos and stuff like that. So that right there is gonna be fucking amazing too. So thoughts on that? I mean, I would love to see it. To be honest, it's gonna be amazing. And to answer your final question, I've never watched or seen the Justice League War. I never read it, so I don't know too much about it. There's a lot of Justice League comic books coming out. There's Justice League Dark. There's a lot of Justice League stuff, so I haven't been catching up on that. I've been trying to keep up with Marvel, so in terms of Justice League War, I have not watched that or read it, my friend, so... But anyways, Mr. Edgar, thank you for the questions, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day, brother. Thank you. And now, moving on to the next question, which is from...
What's going on, Alex? It's your boy, Hard T Snipe, a.k.a. Tyler, from 3-Man Broadcast, and I'm here to answer some questions for your little fan mail of the week. So let's get started with these questions, shall we? The first question is that if you wanted to be stuck in any virtual world, what would it be? It can be Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon, Beyblades, whatever you want. Which virtual world would you like to be stuck in? The second question is what is your favorite horror game? And second, what is your favorite horror movie? Because I really want to watch a horror movie. And I really would like to have your input on this. And the third question is, what game are you getting next? Will it be Far Cry 4? Will it be Call of Duty? Sunset Overdrive? Will it be Assassin's Creed Unity? I mean, what is the next game that you're going to get? Thank you for answering my questions, Alex. This has been 3-Man Broadcast here, signing off, and I'll talk to you later.
I was not expecting you to throw a damn crowbar at Brandon during a live zombie apocalypse. That was extremely fucking awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you out there who don't know, that was my good friend Tyler over on 3-Man Broadcast. For those of you out there who don't know, we actually did a lot of videos together. We did, zombie videos together, Nazi zombies. We played, countless video games together, such as, GTA 5 and whatnot. So if you guys are looking to see some really awesome stuff, you guys might want to go on ahead and check them out. Now, to answer your first question, Mr. Tyler, if I were to be stuck in any dimension, well, I'll give you my little breakdown. Now, number one, I would, of course, choose Dragon Ball Z, because how awesome would it be to possess powers that, you're not only capable of just flying around, but you're capable of just, obtaining super strength, super speed. You're able to survive, countless things, and possibly even death itself, depending on how good you are and depending how dedicated you are. I would love to be stuck in the Dragon Ball Z realm, learning from people like Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, Oob, whoever the case may be, whoever's willing to teach me. I would be humbly and very grateful about it. So I would love to be stuck in the Dragon Ball Z realm, because I would love to just be a part of that, and I would love to just be an extraordinary human being that can just do more than, just sit around all day and go to work and just whatever the case may be, and definitely protect the planet. How awesome would it be to just go in there with the Z fighters and just battle and whatnot? I think that would be extremely cool. So Dragon Ball Z, I would definitely choose. Another video game realm that I would choose would probably be Resident Evil. I am a huge fan of Resident Evil. I think you know that already. I am not a fan of the movies, but I am a fan of the games. Except probably the sixth one. The sixth one was meh. But I would love to be stuck in that universe, because I would love to know what it's like to be in a zombie apocalypse. I think each and every single one of us that's pretty much watching this right now, every single person who's watching this right now has always wanted to be stuck in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, it's normal, it's casual, everybody's always dreamed about doing stuff like that. So for me, I would love to just be a part of that and just, be able to kill zombies and, try to see, what it's like to be in that situation, minus the part of the dogs and the sharks and the giant spiders and the tyrants and Nemesis and the Ustak and stuff like that. It's pretty horrifying, don't get me wrong. A lot of people might think, oh, well, just because the zombies walk, you may not, you can just walk on by them like it's nothing, but I would love to be stuck in the Resident Evil realm, just because I would love to know what it's like to be, in that situation where it's all or nothing. I mean, I'm not trying to say I would love to get eaten by zombies, what I'm saying is, I would love to be a part of that story, of having to team up with Leon and Chris and Claire and Jill and Barry and, all these characters, and just try to save people and just, bring peace back to the world, back to the dead world. Another realm that I would love to be a part of actually would be Pokemon, because if you guys think about it, how awesome would it be if you're able to wield and possess monsters in these little tiny balls known as Pokeballs, just wielding a Pokeball, you're able to obtain monsters like Gyarados and Onix and Charizard and Blastoise and possibly legendary Pokemon like Lugia and Mew and Mewtwo and, Deoxys and stuff like that. How awesome is that? So I would love to just wield a Master Ball, and inside of this Master Ball, I'm holding either Entei or Raikou or Ho-Oh and stuff like that. That's absolutely amazing, just going in there and having an all-out Pokemon battle, that's extremely awesome. So I would love to be a part of that, and I would love to know what it's like to train your Pokemon and have your Pokemon love you and stuff like that. It's a really exciting experience, especially the fact that I grew up with Pokemon. So another realm that I would say I would go to, not entirely sure, but I would probably say Digimon, almost for the same reason, but I would also have to say that Digimon was extremely awesome, especially the first two seasons, when they fought the Dark Masters, when they, fought, Apocalypmon, when they actually became Digimon themselves, when they fought, Diaboromon, and they merged Omnimon and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So I would have to say those would be the realms that I would particularly go to. So to answer your second question, in terms of favorite horror games, as of right now, I will say it definitely is The Evil Within. I really like playing The Forest. You have a PC, so you would know. I would really recommend you to get The Forest. The Forest is incredibly awesome. You're pretty much trying to survive against these cannibals, and these cannibals are stalking you, they're watching you, and, at any given moment, they're gonna, be there to consume you. So that right there is terrifying enough. The Evil Within, for obvious reasons, it reminds me of Silent Hill and Resident Evil and stuff like that. So it's a very, very interesting game, especially with the way the game unfolds. It's incredibly awesome. So another game I would have to say, in terms of horror, would be Outlast. Outlast is very, very good. Outlast brings a sense of, very unique, like a lot of uniqueness, I would say, because it's a very different atmosphere, a very different vibe and feel. But I mean, as of right now, there are very little, because horror games right now are just starting to slack off and become shooters in a sense. I mean, if you count Silent Hills, the playable trailer, then yeah, I would definitely say Silent Hills 2. Silent Hills would probably be number one, because the way that game unfolded when I played it on the PS4 was just mind-boggling. It was sick. It was awesome. So definitely Silent Hills, if anything. But of course, I mean, that would be it for now. I mean, that's if you're talking modern. I'm still waiting on Dying Light. I'm still waiting on, Dead Island 2 and stuff like that. So, but as of right now, those would be the games. So, and in terms of favorite horror movies, like I said, I mean, there are certain movies that are kind of lacking in that department as of late. But The Conjuring is definitely one. I'm pretty sure you saw that. Go back and watch Dead Silence. Dead Silence is pretty cool with the puppets. Trick or Treat, you have to watch Trick or Treat. If you're a horror fan, you know exactly what Trick or Treat is about. So Trick or Treat's definitely one of them. Another horror movie I would recommend would probably be either Deliver Us from Evil or As Above, So Below. I'm not trying to say that those movies were incredibly awesome, but they had a very unique story, and it definitely delivered on certain levels. I'm not trying to say, oh, movies like Annabelle are awesome, because it wasn't. But yeah, I mean, in those departments, I would have to say those. Insidious 2 and stuff like that. I'm still waiting to see Insidious 3, Paranormal Activity 5, whatever the case may be, that's going to come out next year. So those would have to be my games and movies that I would recommend. In terms of the games that I'm getting, well, I pretty much gotten everything right now. I'm waiting for Mortal Kombat X. I'm waiting for Dragon Ball Xenoverse in February. Whoop, whoop. I'm waiting on, various games to come out right now. I mean, I'm enjoying WWE 2K15. I'm enjoying Sunset Overdrive. I'm enjoying, even the older games like Destiny and Titanfall and stuff. Those games are awesome. So I'm actually still enjoying those. Even games like Dead Rising 3, that are already a year old. They still hold value in a sense, and of course I'm waiting until next year for Halo 5 and the new Black Ops 3 perhaps, and maybe, who knows, a Gears of War 4, excuse me, Uncharted 4 and stuff like that. So who knows? But as of right now, the only games I would have to say would be Mortal Kombat and Dragon Ball Z. I like the ones that are at least coming out sooner than later. So if anything, I mean, either way, it can go like any direction in a sense, but those would have to be the games as of right now. So, but anyways, Mr. Tyler, thank you, 3-Man Broadcast. I hope you guys are going to actually play with me some more, because Mr. Brandon has always been lacking in certain departments. So anyways, Mr. Tyler, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a very, very terrific day and weekend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Joshua the King. Hey Alex, first of all, you are great. Nobody on here can bring us what you bring, and that's comfort and pure entertainment. Here are my questions. Thank you, Joshua. That really means a lot to me, man. Question number 1, what are your thoughts on Captain America's 3 possible Civil War story? Question number 2, who would win in an all-out fight to the finish? Super Saiyan 5 Vegito or Super Saiyan God Vegito? Question number 3, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Resident Evil TV show? Question number 4, do you believe that Gears of War 4 will continue the Locust story? Well, Mr. Joshua, thank you for the questions. It really means a lot to me. Now, to answer your first question, I answered this previously, but yes, if that story is confirmed, like I said before, I will be very, very excited, because number 1, on one side of the field, you're going to have Team Captain America, and on the other side of the field, we're going to have Team Iron Man colliding. And let me just say that if this movie's made and these two characters collide, do you know how epic it'll be? Like, on all sorts of like standards and measures. You're gonna have Iron Man try to destroy Captain America. You're gonna have Captain America try to destroy Iron Man. And it's all for justice. Like, one side believes that mutants and alien-like creatures and everybody who has superpowers should register, while the other half are like, no, it's unjust and it's unconstitutional and stuff like that. So as I said, my thoughts on it are green light. I cannot wait, because I would love to see it. I personally believe that a story like that can work, and I also believe that with the Civil War story, it's going to lead into so many other things, especially into the Avengers 3 with Thanos and everything that's going to happen with that, especially leading on to the Guardians of the Galaxy, and stuff like that. So that right there would be awesome either way. So to answer your second question, who would win in an all-out fight? Super Saiyan 5 Vegito or Super Saiyan God Vegito? That is incredibly hard to answer. Jesus Christ. I already made a video about this. If you really think about it, it's quite hard to even, speculate at this point, because on one side you have a God fusion, and on the other side you have, possibly one of the most powerful Saiyan forms in all of history, Super Saiyan 5. It's very hard to say. I really don't know. I mean, this is one of very few battles that I would say that I wouldn't know who would win. just thinking about a possible Super Saiyan 5 Vegito. Do you know how brolic he would be? Do you know how massive he would be in muscle? Do you know how crazy looking he would be? Like, he would be absolutely, devastating looking. And I think that's awesome, like, he would literally bring the battle. And then you have Super Saiyan God Vegito, who's a much more slim version, red hair, red earrings, and stuff like that, very intimidating. He looks like regular Vegito, but he packs godlike power, and it's incredible, to note that, because one fusion would have an advantage over the other in a sense. But for this fight, I really don't know. I mean, let me know in the comment section below, who do you guys think, is pretty much the suitable guy to win? Who do you guys think would win, Super Saiyan 5 Vegito or Super Saiyan God Vegito? To answer your third question, as I said earlier, the Resident Evil TV show would suck. They're going to try to compete with, The Walking Dead. They're going to try to compete with other TV shows, and it's not going to work, because I feel as if, Resident Evil, especially going based off of the movies, it's not going to make sense. It's just going to be mediocrity, you know what I mean? So for me personally, I would have to say that I don't agree with it. I just really don't agree with it. I'm not going to go back and rant about it like I did like 40 minutes ago, but it is what it is. I mean, am I going to accept it? No. Am I going to watch it? Probably, just to see how dumb it is. And that's pretty much that for that fucking scenario. And to answer your last question, the Gears of War 4 story. Now, I will say that I cannot wait for Gears of War 4. Whenever it decides to drop, I will be there ready to pick it up. The Locust story. I would love to see a Locust story, because why wouldn't you want to have, a King Locust? You had a queen before, right? You had a Queen Locust, she was like the queen of the Locusts and stuff like that. So she died in a very stupid way, by the way. So why not have a king? Whenever there's a queen, there has to be a king. So you're going to have like this King Locust emerge, and he doesn't look human at all. He should be an actual, Locust, like some crazy General Rom mixed with Scourge, mixed with freaking, I don't know, just all sorts of creatures, I think they ought to bring that, and I'm just trying to think right now. Like, I think it would work, because Gears of War 4 needs to, I mean, even though like all the Locusts are technically dead and stuff like that, we never really knew where they came from and what their overall purpose was, but maybe they're from another planet, and the only reason why they colonized Earth was because they wanted to colonize, the people, and just, get resources and leave. So, but anyways, Mr. Joshua, thank you for the questions, my friend, and I hope you have a wonderful day and weekend. And once again, everybody, thank you all for watching this week's episode of Fan Mail of the Week. Remember to submit your questions, everybody, as the first two people did in video format. That right there is actually pretty cool to see, so I really hope you guys go on ahead and do that. Let me know in the comment section below on your thoughts and your opinions, along with your questions. Submit your questions in the comments section below, everybody. I hope you all stay tuned for more, and I hope you all go on ahead and check out my second channel at UnrealEnt Network. On that note, everybody, I hope you all stay tuned for more. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe. Like the video if you guys enjoyed the video, everybody. And once again, everybody, I thank you all once again, and I'll be seeing you all in next week's episode. Thank you all, everybody, once again. Peace!